Hello, gorgeous ones. How are you? How are you? And welcome to the March 2020 Manifesting Membership tutorial. As you know, March 2020, the theme that was given to me by my gorgeous non-physical team was faith and hope. And this came through 2 or 3 weeks ago, and actually in real time as I am recording this, in the UK, we are on day 2 of lockdown because of the coronavirus. There are many of you in the Manifesting Membership that are outside of the UK and are in similar situations and are a bit further ahead than us. Some that aren't yet where we are, and actually it's a really interesting time. I now just think, oh my gosh, literally to be guided to do a theme around faith and hope before this seemed to all escalate for us here in the UK is very interesting. So today's tutorial is probably going to be a little bit different to how it would have been 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I'm going to talk about how we can help our vibration at this moment in time, because not only is this relevant for us now in March 2020, the universe, the multiverse, law of attraction, everything is about ebb and flow. And so actually this is going to be a really powerful module for any times in the future where we may be faced with contrast, whether it's in a big way like this, whether it's in a personal way. This is actually going to be a really powerful module, and the energy behind it, because of what is going on at the minute, is going to be super powerful again. Okay, so faith and hope. So you've got the faith and hope practice in the Manifesting membership Facebook group and online. So I've got the stutter really going on today with Sarah. It often happens when she's doing quite a lot of tuning, and I've got new non-physical guides coming in. So I think most of you know about Jerry Hicks that came in last month. God has also now come through as a guide. So there's lots of tuning work going on. So if I'm stuttering, apologies in advance, but it's all leading to even more awesome stuff. So you've got the practice. So that's really powerful for whenever you want to generate and emanate the emotions of hope and faith. But going into the tutorial side of things today, I guess this is a celebration of you being here as a part of this at the leading edge. And I always said I wanted this Manifesting membership to be a leading edge membership, very different to the other ones out there. And so we're very lucky here. We know about the broader understanding behind this. Some of you may not be as aligned with that broader concept yet. Others of you are quite further down the line with it if you've been going through the believe releasing process and tuning into all the insight that's coming through from fifth dimension Earth. But there are others of you here that aren't closely following fifth dimension Earth yet, and that's fine. You're exactly where you feel good and where you're meant to be. And if you're not following that school of thought yet, you are, I think, very open to the teachings of Esther and Jerry Hicks. So both of those teachings weave in insight from Abraham, who has trained Sarah, my higher self, in non-physical for millions of years. So there is a real kind of gathering here. Most people in this group at this time and in the future as it expands will have a leaning towards the teachings of Abraham, whether it's through fifth dimension Earth or Esther and Jerry Hicks or through me. And so the broader insight through them is that everything really and truly is always working out for us. And it really is. If there's one thing I've learned going through the believe releasing process over the last year, and some of the things that I've had to move through as a part of that, it's a real understanding that everything is always for our ultimate expansion and good. And there is always pure love behind it. And this 2 or 3 years ago would have been quite a stretch for me to get my head around. But now I know this because I've lived and breathed this even more closely the last 2 or 3 years. And so I guess it's just reassuring you to continue in a time like this or in other times of contrast to keep connecting back into the faith and the truth, the universal truth that the universe is always bringing you the best outcome, because it is, even if you can't see it when you're in it, it is. You will look back and you will see why, and that everything is always for our expansion and ultimate good. Okay, and so on that note, when we work with law of attraction, we understand, we've heard the term ebb and flow. You know, your vibration ebbs and flows, but it's not just our vibration. It is the way the planet moves, the world moves, the way the universe moves and the multiverse moves. There's always this kind of ebbing and flowing, and kind of ebbing and coming back into balance, and flowing and coming back into balance. And it's the way it works. And I talked about this in the newsletter that went out last night. I was given the words that where there is ebb, there's always balance and flow that follows. And so that's come from God. Okay, so this is the kind, I mean, it's also crazy I'm sat here saying this, because I can very openly say to you guys, and it's something I'm going to do a podcast on soon, that I never used to believe in God. And so it's very interesting now that he is part of my non-physical team and one of my guides. So it's freaking awesome. As well as my other phenomenal non-physical team and all the other non-physical that are going to come through, that you're going to get to hear about first here as part of this manifesting membership. So where there's ebb and flow, it's about, with what's going on at the minute, it's about settling into it and being with it. So as always with manifesting, we can fight, we can push against something, or we can settle into it and flow downstream with it. And I think in the UK, because we are on day 2 of isolation, there's still a lot of settling into that's going on, and that's completely fine. So don't sit there if you're in the UK and think, oh my goodness, I'm not there yet. It's okay, we're only on day 2. It's just gonna take us a few days just to settle in, but it is about settling and not fighting. And there was an Abraham Hicks clip that I watched a few days ago about someone was in the hot seat during the time of a previous financial crisis. And Esther was kind of channeling Abraham and saying to the person in the hot seat, right now, settle into it, go with the flow. And are you feeling scared and fearful and disempowered, or are you tuning into well-being and feeling empowered and like everything's going to be okay? And this is about, you know, holding on to that faith and hope at a time like this, the faith that everything's always working out for us, the hope, because hope is such a powerful part of manifesting. So when I do my practices, I always used to say, expand your energy out from your solar plexus. That was before I knew that actually that is your vortex of hope. So in the manifesting membership, in other tutorials, we've talked about the different vortexes of emotion. There are 5 of them. And the one in the center of your solar plexus is your hope vortex of emotion. And so we activated that and got that working for you in the practice. So at any point, and this does take practice, it doesn't come overnight, feel that hope vortex light up and connect back into the vibration of hope. It's really powerful, of course, for manifesting. And at times of contrast like this, it's about honing in on that and using that, or lighting all 5 of your vortexes of emotion up in one go in equal measure. So trust in your throat, love in the center of your chest, hope in your solar plexus, truth below your tummy button, and strength in the base of your pelvis. When you light all 5 of them up in equal measure, they vibrate faith. Okay, so what was I wanting to say about this? So it's about really tuning to this at the moment, and really understanding that we can settle into this or we can fight against it. And it's the same with any contrast. It's going to be such a powerful module, guys, for you to look back on. It really is. The team are literally wanting you to know that you can lean on this at any point in the future too. This doesn't mean that we're going to invite lots of contrast in, but the universe is about ebb and flow. And so where we're kind of on this ebb at the minute, and then we're going to come back into balance and flow to help soothe you as well. You know, over time, over all of the previous years that the planet Earth has existed, there's always been ebb and flow, and the planet always comes back to balance. And so this is an invitation to settle into this rather than fight against it. We're all in this together, and to really keep practicing that energy of balance, and as you tune into hope and you tune into faith, it will bring you that balance. That practice will really help you. Excuse me if you can hear my dog itching, scratching her neck just down next to me. Okay, so often as well, contrast is part of the unfolding. Something, again, I didn't really get until about a year ago. I just didn't get it. The thing that put me into my awakening felt so big and scary and fearful to me. I just didn't understand. I remember just being like, I don't understand why this is happening. I don't get it. Like, you know, I just don't understand why this is going on. And actually, for me, that was a pre-manifested thing. So this is something we're going to go into more in a couple of months' time. I've already said in the past, we are going to start working more with your non-physical teams. I'm going to do the Believe accreditation at the beginning of May. I'll be able to then get your higher self names, and then I'm going to start helping you. For those of you that don't know your higher self names yet, I'll be able to give those for you, and I'm going to help you tune to your broader non-physical teams more. And so where was I going with that? My mind keeps doing this because Sarah is tuning to me at the minute as well. This is kind of the deep tuning work she's doing at the minute. I keep losing my trail of thought, and it's her tuning. Thank you, Sarah, but now's not a great time. So as I was saying, contrast is part of the unfolding, and I didn't understand the stuff that I went through. I didn't understand how it had happened, and actually that's what I was saying. It was pre-manifested. It was all part of the soul contract that I asked for, that I wanted before I came into physical. So more to come of that in a couple of months' time. Now looking back, I can see what it led to. It led me to go into the releasing process and to go through the awakening process. Since then, I have expanded vibrationally more than I ever had my entire life. I'm one of the most highly vibrational people on the planet at this time. I'm just seeing whether I'm receiving, like literally within the top 5-10 highest vibrational planet on Earth at this moment in time. Okay, you can all get there too. This isn't saying I'm awesome, you're not. It's just I've done a lot of releasing work. So from a stored vibration point of view, I am one of the most highest on the planet at this moment in time, and you can get there too, should you want to follow the Believe releasing process. But the point is, the contrast is so often part of the unfolding, and it rocket fuels you forward. And so during the contrast, have faith in that as well. You know, when I look at what happened, it has rocket fueled me forward so fast in a year, and it's all part of the unfolding of my bigger, broader desires. Even what's going on now with the coronavirus, we have been asking to heal our planet for years. We have been asking to make it a better place for our children and our grandchildren. We have been knowing for a long time that there is so much mental stress and anxiety and mental unwellness. And we've wanted to slow down, and we've known for a while we spend too much time on social media. We know for a while that our priorities are all a bit over the place. All of this stuff, and what's happening now as this is happening, we are being forced to slow down, to recalibrate to what is important to us. You know, in Venice, swans and dolphins are now back in Venice because they aren't, you know, they haven't got all the pollution there. I'm sure many of you watching this will have heard this and have seen this, because you are all like me, you're going to be looking for the good behind all of this. And so we are going to shift massively as a byproduct of what is going on. We're not going to be the same again in a really good way. It's going to be even better. And this is something that Abraham said a few days ago. It's something that has been circulated on social media, and so there's so much good already. And it's the same whenever there's contrast. If there's one thing I've learned, The bigger the contrast, the bigger the manifesting momentum that follows, the bigger the manifesting up level. It's something I've said since I started mastering the art of manifesting, and I've just been reminded of it now because I haven't used that term for a while, but they've just brought that back to me. Okay, so whether it's now in these times, whether it's any point where there's contrast, have faith that it's part of the unfolding, and it's always for your ultimate good. Okay, what else did I want to say? Remember, during times like this, we are so adaptive. This is what we're here to do. We are here to adapt. And quite interestingly, we don't like change. I can say the same as well. I've had to kind of get used to it more with going through the releasing process. I've had to change and chop and change and expand so fast. But it's we are designed to adapt, and we will settle. So again, those of you watching this in the UK who are feeling a bit all over the place, in a week or so's time, you will be more settled because you are adjusting. And there is so much opportunity here as well, so you can choose the influence that you want to have around this on others that are going through this. And I'm just so proud of you guys, because you know, I am loving going live and helping you as often as I can, but you are all doing the same. So many of you are doing the same. And I had the Money Flow Amplification live call at 1 o'clock today, and those of you that were on the call were just like, we're so calm and balanced because everything we've learned from you. And I was just like, it made me actually want to cry. I was like, oh my goodness, you are like such role models. And something else I want you to know is that when I had a reading a few months ago, I was always told that the people that I would work closely with are people that are really good for the planet. You are those people. So when you hear me say the words, you are awesome, you are here to do great things, don't ever think I'm just saying that to just inflate your ego. I'm saying that with so much love and truth, okay? So you can choose your influence always, and there is opportunity here as well. So yes, certain things may be stopping and we're having to shift and re-evaluate now, as with any time in contrast, but there's always newness that comes through it if you just balance and allow yourself to receive what your higher selves and non-physical teams are trying to bring you in terms of new opportunity. Good old the stutter. And so with this, some tools that you can play with when you are in times of contrast. This is such a powerful module. I know I keep saying it, but I'm really excited actually, because it's going to be so helpful for you down the line as well. So in contrast, look forwards, don't look back. And this is something I've been doing a lot of work on. So when you're going through the believe releasing process, you do lots of, you know, releasing things from the past, but actually you're getting really prepared and trained to then only ever look forward, to let go of the past, full stop. And so in moments of contrast, times of contrast, look forward, but I'm being guided to say, not in a catastrophizing way, not in a this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. When you do that, you slow everything down, you make it harder for that clarity to land. So your vibration, you always want to be reaching for that vibration of balance and alignment. And so we've done a whole module on balance a few months ago as well, so that you can always look back at that. So keep looking forward in a hopeful way, okay? Not in a this could happen, this could happen. Be one day at a time, in the moment. I know, for example, with everything that's going on at the minute, everything's changing daily, like literally daily. And so there's also so much coming together of people wanting to help each other and all that kind of stuff. So look forward rather than look back. Don't think in the past when X happened, this happened and it all went wrong, blah, blah, blah. Actually think that's the past. This is different now. I'm different. This is a new situation. I'm more evolved. I'm been immersing myself in law of attraction more. Those of you following the releasing process, I've been doing the releasing process. I'm so different, you know? So look forward, always really helpful. Keep leaning on the Dream Day Journal. If it makes your heart sing and you haven't done it for a while, I'm being guided to say, because actually that Dream Day Journal was also a gift from God, I found out a few months ago as well. So there's a reason it's so blinking powerful. If it makes your heart sing and you haven't used it for a while, get that bad boy back out and start dream day journaling again around the things that make your heart sing. Don't journal around things that make you contract. If you are finding it's not working for you at the minute, because I've been going through the Believe releasing process, at the minute I'm not using it because I have shifted so much. So if you're more at that place, cool. But if you know it's going to help your vibration, get that bad boy back out of your back pocket and use it. Topping and tailing your day, basic things I've mentioned before, but really important during times of growth and expansion, times like this. Top and tail your day, do the mindfulness of breathing practice. At the end of the day, list out all the things that have gone well. So much more powerful than just the things I'm grateful for, things that have gone well today. What have I done well today? Even if it's just navigating stuff through contrast, like, whatever it is, if it's financial stuff, even if it's calling banks, whatever it is, whatever you've navigated, you've done well, recognize that and acknowledge that. And I'm just being told by Samson Collective, remember to have so much self-love for you with this. You haven't done anything wrong. This is coming through from Samson. They're being really clear, so clearly some of you need to hear this. You have done nothing wrong. You're always exactly where you're meant to be. There's no such thing as wrong. Most of our society don't know it, but there's no such thing as wrong, because any challenges isn't because we've messed up. They are there to expand us. So have self-love for you in this. I can really feel their love and vibration coming through, really powerful. So really connect to that. So list out things that have gone well that day, and then list out things you're looking forward to the next day. Even if you have more things on your list that you don't want to do, that are making you feel a bit icky, there will still be things to look forward to. And so write down the things that you're looking forward to the next day, and then wake up and reread that list. I'm being guided, so that's new as well. So reread that list. I'm trying to work out who that's coming from. I think not just Sarah, but that's coming through Sarah, but also the broader team. So reread that list first thing in the morning and just think, awesome, this is what I'm going to look forward to. So top and tailing your day is really, really important. What else? What other tools have I got for you for things like this when they are going on to help you keep the faith and hope? So I've already talked about keeping practicing with vortexes of emotion, but also list out all of the reasons. So this is a brilliant one for right now with the coronavirus, all the reasons to be hopeful. So you could literally list out, I know I'm going to change for the better through this. I know the world's going to change for the better through this. I know the planet is going to be a better place for my kids and those that I love because of this. For those of you that have kids, I don't have kids, but I know it's going to be a better place for those that I love. I know I'm going to grow. I'm going to become way more powerful. So connect into that too. All of the things to be hopeful for. What else did I want to say as well? List out all of the ways the universe has always carried you through things like this. I'm being corrected. You have carried yourself through this. They're wanting you to connect to the power of you. So yes, there's a universe and a non-physical team helping us, but you are at the driving seat here. And so list out all the ways you have got through things in the past and how you know you're going to get through this as well. So really powerful to list that out too. Other top tips to keep you feeling hopeful and in that faith energy: keep moving, don't just stop. I'm someone that used to just get paralyzed under fear, and often what we feel we have the lack of is actually what we have the most of. So I used to feel a real lack of power, but through the awakening process I have rediscovered my power and some, and it will be the same for so many of you in different ways. It may not be power always, but I would encourage you to keep moving, because moving makes your heart sing. So I don't mean moving and slog and struggle, but move with the inspired action that you are given. So keep moving, really powerful. And as you move and you spread your positive vibration and light, not only will you feel better, other people will feel better as well. So keep doing what you can to put positive stuff out into the planet. I've been going through an awakening, because I hadn't mentioned that on this live, for the last year, but I have still been showing up and giving you guys scrummy content, and that has kept me going. It's kept the faith, it's kept the hope. Okay, do whatever you can to make you feel good. Drink up loads of content that makes you feel good, whether it's looking at stuff online, whether it's following my stuff, Esther Hicks's stuff, whatever it is that feels good. Drink it up, drink it up, drink it up, drink it up. Move is also a really good one, because it gets your energy and vibration shifting. So move. And then finally, keep working with your higher selves. Keep working closely with them. They are here to guide you. You've got the higher self connection practice. There's so much in this manifesting membership now to help you. So keep moving with it and keep tuning to your higher self. Keep drinking up the good stuff. So I hope this really helps. I have just seen a little notification that my phone is going to go onto sleep mode in a couple of minutes, so I don't want this to cut out and to lose it, because it's got so much power behind it. So watch this. If you have any questions, post them underneath. Know that the next live webinar is, I believe, on Tuesday the 31st of March at 10 a.m. BST. We will have gone forward into summertime by then, so you can always bring your questions to that, or email me and ask me those questions, and I'll answer them for you, and then you can watch the replay. But I really hope this has helped you. I am so proud of you. We love you. There's so much love here from you. You are awesome. We are at the leading edge. Keep shining your lights. Keep tuning to that faith and hope. You are awesome. You are so awesome. I had a real visual earlier when I was doing the money session at 1 o'clock of the people on the call, their non-physical teams coming around them and bowing down with so much respect. Feel that. Your non-physical teams have so much respect for you, and they love you. So I love you. I hope you've loved this. Post any comments below this, and I can't wait to do the live webinar next week. Have an amazing few days, and any comments, just let me know. Love you. Mwah. Bye.